Louis Zatzman joins me now. He's a writer at Raptors Republic. Louis, again, this is breaking news that we're hearing from the United States. Your thoughts on this information just coming down now with regards to Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, first and foremost, it's a tragedy. Kobe Bryant was 41 years old. He built a legacy in the NBA that was far more than his scoring, his championships. He was one of the most popular players amongst his peers. He was foundational to the sport itself. He leaves behind a wife, four daughters, and it's more than anything else just a tragedy.
You know, and we're looking at his career, winning 5 NBA championships, as you say, 2008 MVP award with the Los Angeles Lakers. He broke a number of barriers, Louis, for players in the sport of basketball, but he also opened up a number of doors for a lot of young kids looking to get into the sport.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant will always be more than just another player in the NBA. What he did for the league, for youth around America, he was a huge part of making the sport successful after the retirement of Michael Jordan. He went on to become one of the most dominant players of all time, passed last night by LeBron James. Now he's the 4th leading scorer of all time. His peers copy his moves even today. DeMar DeRozan in Toronto, you know, his game is molded around Kobe Bryant. His impact cannot be overstated.
No, it certainly can't. And, you know, you've heard from other players as well, just to have him at a game, watching them play is in itself a career high for many of them. How do you think now the NBA community, the sporting community, is reacting to all of this?
Well, I've read that in Staples Center right now, there will be a game today, maybe, that players, staff, fans, everyone is stunned. It's almost like a shocked silence. No one's really playing, just walking around, checking their phones. It's difficult to comprehend. Kobe Bryant established this legacy of eternal toughness, and his mortality is something that really was never related whatsoever to his career, his life. It's stunning and shocking, and I'm not sure if the game will even go on there today.
Yeah, it'll be very, very difficult to have things move forward. What about fans? Fans, you know, as we were trying to get more information in on this, confirmation on this, looking on social media, I think one word to describe it by many fans was pure shock.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kobe Bryant will always have some of the most committed fans in the NBA. Last year, when LeBron James went to the Lakers, he had a mural that was defaced by Bryant fans. He had such a cult of personality that, you know, the defacing of a mural now in hindsight is almost comical, but it just shows how much he was beloved in Los Angeles around the NBA. And certainly that will play a part today in moving forward. It
certainly will. And I think, you know, beloved, as you said, in the NBA in Los Angeles, but I think within the sports world as well, as he showed, you know, support for other athletes, made himself quite accessible. And even though in his retirement, wanted to sort of continue that conversation about the importance of sports and accessibility for young players.
Yeah, he has been very active as a retired NBA player. He has camps where he invites individual NBA players to come, or had camps, come learn from him. Norman Powell attended one last summer. He coached it's still sinking in.
Yeah.
Coached his daughter's basketball team. Teaching the game of basketball seemed to be his primary profession, if you will, after he retired from the NBA. And it's a loss not just for the NBA, but as you say, absolutely for youth around the world.
Louis, you just said that, you know, it's still sinking in for you. What's going through your mind right now?
It's hard to believe, really. When I first saw the reports, I, like everyone else, thought they weren't real. You know, refreshed Twitter, waited to see the hoax that it was, and it wasn't a hoax. And it's hard for me to understand that someone so young, so active, and such a legend, really, is just a person like everyone else.
All right, Louis Zatzman, thank you so much. I know that you'll probably be writing about this now, writing about what such an incredible player means, not just to the NBA, but to so many others. And we really appreciate you giving us your time on this breaking news story. Very difficult for so many people to come to terms with.
Thank you for having me.
It's Louis Atman, writer at Raptors Republic.